Good evening, all of you. So, in a previous class, we are going to discuss about list methods like append method, insert method, and followed by remove or del. So, we are going to see in the previous class. So, now today class we will going to discuss about the Python list operations. So, we will going to discuss today about Python list operations. So the Python contain list different types of list operations are concatenation operations or operator and a repetition operator, and also we're going to apply some functions or methods in the list operations. So we're going to discuss that methods in this today class. So repetition operation, you have to use a star operator. So for example, L1 star 2, L1 star 2, then it will going to print the list 1 in 2 times. And concatenation operation, you have to use a plus operator, so L1 plus L2. So and membership operator, you have to use in operator or not in. And iteration for performing a iteration operation, you have to use a loop control statements. And length, if you want to find out what is length of a given list, then you have to use a length and followed by variable, then it will go and produce the output of the given length of elements. So these are the different types of operations or operators can be used in a list. So let us say the iterating a list. So for iterating a list, it is possible, so by using a for loop. So for example, list is equal to John, David, James, and Jonathan. So for I in a list colon, and I want to print I. So then in the place of I, which will going to substitute the values of given list. So that is a John, and it will going to print a John, and after that David, and it will print a David, and a James and a Jonathan. So it is also possible to iterate the list of elements like as a strings also. So next adding. So adding elements to the list. So why? Because list will becomes under mutable data type. So that is it is possible to add, to delete, to insert, to appending. So that can be possible in a list. So for adding of elements to the list, you have to use append function. So by using that append function, you have to add some elements to the existing list. So for example, so for example, so my list is equal to initially empty list, L is equal to empty list, and now I'm going to read the elements from the keyboard. So I'm going to use the input function, and what are the elements I want to read from the keyboard, that value will be stored into the as a variable n, and for I in range of 0 to n. So that means what is the number you have to read from the keyboard, that value will be substituted in the place of n. So that is a 0 to for example, I am taking element is 5. So then the range of 0 comma 5. So that means 0 will be included and 5 will be excluded. So next one, and by using append method, I'm going to insert, I'm going to add whatever the element I want to read from the keyboard. I'm going to perform a append operation, and after performing appending operation by using iterative statements, I'm going to display the list of values in the given list. So then I got the output is like this. So 25, 46, 12, 75, and 42. So these are the number of elements I want to read from the keyboard, and after that it will go and print 25, 46, 12, 75, and 42. So it is possible to delete or to append elements to the existing list. So you can read the elements by using a input function, you have to read the elements from the keyboard and you have to add that elements to the existing content. And similarly, it is also possible to remove the elements from the list. So it is also possible to remove the elements from the list. So for example, list is equal to 0 1 2 3 4, and I want to print the original list. Then I got the output is 0 1 2 3 4, and after that I'm going to perform remove operation. So remove and followed by 2. So remove followed by 2. So I want to remove the second element in the given list. So after removing a 2, then I want to display the again list by using a for loop for I in list colon, and I want to print I. So I comma and is equal to space. So for between the numbers two number, I want to maintain a space. So for that I am using and is equal to space. So then it will going to remove the second element. It will going to remove the second position, and second element. After that it will going to print the list of elements are 0, 1, 3 and 4 only. So that means 2 will be deleted. So they are the built-in functions in Python. So first one, comparison. So compare list 1 and list 2. So it will go and compare the both list 1 and list 2. And len, by using len function, you have to find out the length of the given list. And by using a max function, you have to find out the maximum value in a given list. And by using a minimum function, you have to find out the minimum value in a given list. And by using a list and followed by sequence, and it will convert any sequence to the list. So for example, str is equal to Johnson and s is equal to list of str. So list of str and print type of s. So print type of variable s. Then I got the output is it is a class object, it is a list data type. So it is not a string data type, it is a list data type. So for converting any sequence to the list, you have to use a list function. So this is an example here. So write the program to remove the duplicate element of the list. So I want to remove the duplicate element of the list. So what are the duplicate elements here? So 2. So 2 is a duplicate elements, and 65. 65 is another duplicate elements. So I want to remove the duplicate values in the given list. So that is a list 1, and a list 2 is equal to empty. So list 2 is equal to empty. So for I in a list 1, so for I in a list 1 colon, and if I not in a list 2, so if I not in a list 2, then I want appending list 2 dot append followed by I, and after that I'm going to print list 2. So that means the duplicate entries. So the duplicate entries will be going to remove. So remove in this example, and which will going to print the remaining numbers like 1, 2, 3, 55, 98, 65, 13 and 29. So remove the duplicate entries by using the this above program. And next one is write a program to find the sum of the elements in the list. So I want to perform sum of the elements of the given list. So by using a program, so that is a list 1 is equal to 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12, 24, and initially sum is equal to 0, and for I in list 1 colon. So I in list 1 colon, that means I is a iterable variable. So that iterable variable can be collected from given list. So that is a 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12 and 24. And after that it will going to substitute in the equation sum is equal to sum plus I. So I is equal to 3. Then it will going to substitute 0 plus 3. So like that it will going to take the values from the given list, and it will going to sum the given list, and after finally it will going to print the sum of the list of elements. So then in this example the sum of the list of element is 67. So that is about another example. We'll see next one is a Python remove function. So by using a remove function, so the remove function takes an element as an argument. So it will go and take the element as an argument and remove it from define the list. So the remove function is going to take the argument as an elements and it remove the element will be removed from the given list. So for example, if the element does not exist in the list, so then the Python throws an exception. So for example, if the element is not existing in the list, so the Python throws an error. So next one, you have to remember this note. So it removes the first occurrence of the object from the list. So by using this remove method, you have to remove first occurrence of the object from the list. So for example, if it is available in after second occurrence or third occurrence, it is not going to remove. And also the remove, you are not going to, the remove method does not deal with the index. So it will be directly you can pass elements. So based on that element, which will going to remove that value from the program. So let us see the example here. So for example, pet list is equal to dog, cat, mouse and a rabbit and pet list dot remove. So I want to remove mouse. So then after that I'm going to update the pet list. Then the output will be it will going to remove the mouse and after that it will going to print a dog, cat and rabbit. So these are the updated list after removing of a mouse. So in this example, I'm going to pass the element directly. So in this example, I'm going to pass the or the remove method is going to accept it element directly. So instead of writing of an index number, it will going to accept the elements directly. So directly that value will be deleted from the pet list. Then I got the output is a dog, cat, and a rabbit only. So that is about remove method. And next one is a del method. So in this example, delete an element. So the del method is used for delete an element. So the delete function will be also delete the range of values from given list of elements. So by using a del method or del function, you have to delete elements from the given list. And also you can use a del method, you can delete the range of values from the given list of elements. And this is syntax for writing of a del. So del and followed by list name and followed by index. So in this example you have to remember, so the del removes the specified index element. So that means the del function or the del method which will going to accept the index position. So based on that index position, the value will be deleted from the given list. So whereas in a remove method, which will going to accept it directly element. So element as an argument. So instead of accepting index, which will going to accept the element directly as an argument to the remove method. So whereas in del method, which will going to accept the index position. So based on that index position, the value is going to delete it. So example, so number list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and del number list and followed by index number 2. So what is the index number 2 here? So that is the first value will be at 0, index number 0, the second value at the index number 2 and the third value at index number 2, the second value at index number 1 and third value at index number 2 and fourth value at index number 3 and fifth value at index number 4 and sixth value at index number 5. So now I want to delete the second index. So what is the second index here? So that is 3. So the 3 will be deleted from the given list. So after deleting the 3 from the given list, Then I got the output is 1, 2, 3. So sorry, there is no 3. So 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So in this example, by using a del method based on the index position. So based on the index position, you have to delete the elements from the list of elements. So whereas in remove method, which will going to accept the element as an argument to the remove method. So it does not going to accept the index. So next one is deleting items from second to fifth. So it is also possible to delete range. So range of elements. So for example, number list is equal to 10, comma 21, comma 43, 50, 54, 51, and 36, and del number list followed by 2 colon 5. So this is my range. So in between second position to up to 5 position. So that means 2 second index will be included and fifth index will be excluded. So then what are the values in this example? So for example 10, the given elements are 10, 21, 43, and 54, 51, and 36. So these are the elements here. So at index number 0 it is 10, index number 1 21, index number 2 43, index number 3 54, index number 4 51, and index number 5 36. So for example, I want to store the given elements into array like this. So 0 index 10, first index 21, second index 43, third index 54, fourth index 51, and fifth index 36. So now I want to remove the range from 2 colon 5. So what is that 2 colon 5 means? So 2 will be included and 5 will be excluded. So that means you have to remove the elements from 2, 3, and index number 4 only. And what are the elements here at 2? So that is 43. So 43 will be deleted, and 54 will be deleted, and 51 will be deleted. So these three values will be deleted. So after deleting these three values, then what are the remaining left out in the elements, that is 10, 21, and 36. So this is the output for the given example. So by using a del, you have to use the index positions. You have to remove the elements from the given list. So whereas in by using a remove method, by directly you have to pass the elements as an arguments to the remove method, so that that element will be deleted from the given list. So next one, deleting all. So now I want deleting all elements from the list. So then I will be use simply colon. So here colon is indicate that and also I'm not going to specify that starting index and end of the index. So I simply write colon. So then it will go to deleted all the elements from the list. And if you are trying to print the number list, it will go and print as a empty list. So why? Because you are deleted all the elements from the given list. So that is deleting all elements. So next one is a pop function. So what is a pop function? So it will go and take index value of an element as an argument. So remove method. So I will tell you here. So remove. So the remove method directly, which will go and accept the element. So directly it will go and accept the element as an argument, so that that element will be deleted from the list. And whereas del, so by using a index number, so del and followed by index number. So based on that index number, so you are going to delete that value from the list of elements. And whereas a pop method, so the pop method will be also used applicable also used index position. So based on that index value, the element will be deleted from the list. So that means the pop function will be also take the index value of an argument of an element as an argument. So that means that the pop function will also take the index as a argument. to the pop function. So for example, if there is no index value, if there is no index value, so Python throws an index error. For example, if you don't use a index position or index value in a pop function, then the Python is going to uh, throws an uh, index error, So for example, the index value is an optional parameter for pop function. So one more important point is index value or index argument is optional. So why? Because if you use a simply pop method, if you use a simply pop without any index, then it will go and pop the last element. So that means it will go and pop at index number -1. So by default, it will go and pop the last element. The last element contain negative indexing like -1. I hope you'll be understanding what I am saying. So the remove method directly take the element as an argument, and the delete method is going to take the index position, and the pop method will also take the index position only. For example, if you don't use a pop index value, then the Python is going to throw an error. And similarly, the index value is an optional parameter for pop function. So for example, if you know if no parameters is passed, the default index is -1. So that means the last value will be deleted from the given list. So for example, let us see here. So example, so language is equal to Hindi, English, Marathi, Bengali and Urdu. So now language dot pop. So at index number 4. So this is the index number 4. And what is index number 4 here? So 0 it is Hindi, 1 is a English, and 2 is a Marathi, and 3 is a Bengali, and 4 is a Urdu. So now I want to pop at index number 4. So what is at index number 4? That is Urdu. So Urdu will be deleted. So now I want to print the same deleted value. So then I got the output is Urdu. So Urdu will be deleted from the given list. And after that I'm going to print the updated list of elements in the list. So then I got the output is Hindi, English, Marathi, Bengali, and Urdu will be deleted. So here I'm using a index position. So based on that index position, I want to delete the or I want pop the elements from the given list. So now in this time, if you don't provide any index value, then what happen? If you don't use the index position to the pop function, then what happen? So we'll see here. So language is equal to Urdu, English, Marathi, Bengali and Hindi, and language dot pop. So in this example, I'm not going to use any arguments. I'm not going to pass any index value. If you're not going to pass any index value to the uh, argument to the pop function, then what happened? So by default, the last element, so the last element which will be deleted from the list. So that means by default it will go and return -1. So -1 is nothing but, so at index number -1 the value is Hindi. So if it is a negative slicing, you have to write last number as a -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So if suppose I'm not going to pass any index to the pop function, then by default which will go and print -1 value. So in this example, what is the -1 value? That is Hindi. So that value will be pop from the given list. And after popping, then the list of elements are Urdu, English, Marathi, Bengali, and Hindi will be pop from the given list. So by using index or without using a index, if you are not using index, then it will go to print the last element. So this is about pop, remove and del function. And clear method. So the clear method it will going to clear all the elements from the given list. So that means clear means remove. So it will go and remove all the elements from the given list. So for example, So for example, this is a list. So list is equal to 78. These are the elements. Now I'm going to use this list dot clear. This list dot clear. So then the all elements will be going to remove from the given list. And if I try to print this list, then I got the output is a empty list. So why because we are already remove all the elements from the given list of elements by using a clear method. So that is about a clear. It will going to remove all elements from the list. And these are the differences here. So remove, del and clear and pop methods. So these comparisons are very important in the examinations. So if you thorough how to use remove, del, clear and pop, then you will definitely answer the questions in the examinations. So that's all about strings and list in Python. So any doubts up to now? So any doubts up to now? So if you have any doubts, please post your query in the chat box. So now let us see the next one is a dictionary and tuples and sets. So we'll see first one is a dictionary. So what is a dictionary? So it is a mutable data type. So dictionary is a mutable data type. So the dictionary is a mutable data type and it is a key value pair format. So dictionary is a key value pair format and the dictionary will be comes under mutable data structures. And similarly, how will going to represent the dictionaries? So by using a open and closing curly brackets. So by using a open and closing curly brackets, we have to write the key value pairs. And similarly, the key value is separated by colon. The key and value is separated by colon operator. So for example, dictionary. So dictionary is equal to followed by open curly brackets name colon. So it is a key value. So name is a key, name is a key and colon. So the key and value will be separated by colon and followed by Tom. So Tom is a value. So key is a name colon and value is a Tom here comma and followed by another key pair value, that is a age colon followed by 22. So what is a dictionary? So dictionary is a mutable data type and it is a key value pair format and you have to create the dictionary by using a open and closing curly brackets and similarly the key value is separated by colon, the key colon followed by value. And for example, the syntax for writing of dictionary is a dictionary is equal to open curly brackets and closing curly brackets. In between you have to write a key colon followed by value comma key colon followed by value and so on. So that like that you have to create a dictionaries in Python. So for example, my dictionary is equal to employee. So employee is equal to name colon John and age is equal to 29, salary colon 25,000 and company colon Google. So now I want to print a type of employee. So what is the type of employee? So the type of employee is a class object. It is a dictionary type. So what is the type of employee here? So it is a dictionary data type. And I want to print the employee data. Then I got the output is in same as a dictionary. So name colon John, comma age colon 29, comma salary colon 25,000, comma company colon Google. And this is another example. So dictionary. So I'm going to create an empty dictionary by using a open and closing curly brackets. and I want to print the empty dictionary. Then I got the output is a empty dictionary. And after that, I'm going to uh, creating a dictionary by using a dictionary function. So by using a dictionary function, you have to create a dictionary elements. So for example, DSCT, and it is a function. So inside a function, I'm going to write the key value pair. So 1 colon Java and 2 colon T and 3 colon point. So now I want to print the dictionary. So I want to print the dictionary. Now I got the output is 1 colon Java, 2 colon T and 3 colon point. So after that, in this example, I'm going to create the dictionary like this also. This is in the form of a list. So dictionary is equal to by using a DSCT function, dictionary, and followed by 1 comma Devansh and 2 comma Sharma. So then that value will be going to converted into in the form of a dictionary. So I'm passing as a list data type here. I'm passing a list data type. That value will be going to convert it into as a dictionary type. And remaining topics like how we'll going to access the dictionary values. So the dictionary will be comes under mutable data type. That's why it is possible to remove or you have to insert. That operations will be also done in the dictionary. And in the next class, we'll go and discuss about how we'll go and access the dictionary values, and how to add dictionary values or how to update, or if I try to update any values, then what happen. So we'll go on to discuss in the next sessions. So that's all about today's session, and I will go on to discuss the accessing of a dictionary in the next class. And if you have any doubts, so please post your query in the chat box. And if you don't have any doubts, that's all about today's session. And we'll going to meet in the next session. So thank you for attending the session. And if you like this video, you can click on thumbs up button, and also you can subscribe my channel. And that's all about today's session. And thank you for attending once again. Have a nice day. We will go and meet in the next session. Thank you.